guess. You gotta be shitting me. They're all down. Hmm. That's very strange.
questions for government civics. I tried to work on some of it in my gym class. But luckily I have no more HC work, so I can work it on tomorrow on my C block. I'll at least have to get 10 questions done so then I can make some cupcakes. Which is for my teacher for tomorrow. It's the teacher's birthday and why not? I just have to wait for the edge.
So he told you about going in early tomorrow?
Yes, I'm going to wake up at 5 tomorrow.
Boy, you guys are going in real early, huh?
No, I just want to make sure my body woke up because my body's been tired. So if I get myself up at 5 and then my body starts waking up, I can get ready around 6. That's how my body's working. How's your day?
It's going.
Where is that child? You staying after school? What are you doing back? I see a child.
And here he comes.
Hello, son. Soccer game at 7. You know? Mom taking an nap or she's doing chores? I'll go
She was up. She was up. Sorry, man. Isn't that your friend? Andrew?
Which one?
The girl that always says hi to you in gym class?
Where?
Too late. She walked up by your window. Would have been your chance.
Just texting Mom.
She's texting you.
Well, she said Dad's picking you up.
It's going this way. Cops on the other side, so I don't feel like going by him.
On Israel and what the world consequences are for this, in addition to the consequences for Israel. And we're also kind of looking at the background of this attack, at Hamas, at Israeli policy. If you're just joining us, my guest is Daniel Byman, and he
Yeah,
is a senior
they're giving
fellow
you the
at the
false
Center for
story though.
Strategic
They
International
always
Studies.
do.
He's a professor.
They always
at
tell you the
Georgetown
bullshit
University.
stories.
He's an expert on the Middle East.
They're
and
telling you that
terrorism.
the
Look
pal-
at Carl.
Books
Look
include
at
the high price, the triumphs and failures of
And
the
see
fight
what?
against terrorism.
CNN
Tell us a little bit about
Yeah,
how
they didn't tell you about it. They
was
told you the lies. I know because I listen to them assholes all the time to make sure I know what the lies that they're telling you. So they're telling you that the Palestinian people, Assad, has attacked the Israeli people, which is bullshit. You have to go back in history a little bit. There was no such thing as Israel. Not until not very long ago. I'm going to try to put a date on it. The teachers should be teaching you all this, and they're not. 1800s, so the mid 1800s, that wasn't very long ago. There were different presidents that gave, it was started with Europe, the British government, United Kingdom, giving Jewish people land in Palestinian territory. There was no such thing as the Jewish people living in Israel before.
Yeah.
That was not a thing.
They moved there after the Holocaust.
No, they were all Palestinian. They were 99.9%.
And then they moved there after the Holocaust because they had nowhere to go.
Correct. So they gave them, that's right. Right, so if they told you that part, then why is everybody upset that the Palestinian people have been pushed out of their land? They, you know what I mean? That was their land. That was their country. And because they didn't have any government, they just ran themselves. They didn't have any government. Then they were just pushed off their land, and in came the Jewish people. And then the Jewish people have nuclear weapons. They have big weapons, all kinds of weapons that the Palestinian people have been getting bombed for all these years.
Yeah, they nuked the Palestinians again, but like really bad.
Correct. They didn't nuke them, they just bombed them. Yeah, they just did after that big killing yesterday, 2 days ago.
90
Yeah.
Palestinians were killed.
Yo, that's what they tell us. But I was watching some of those videos.
Supposedly.
Yeah, exactly. Because a lot of it looks like it's fake. And the thing you got to remember, it's just like our 9/11. There's no fucking way with our intelligence and our military that 6 or 12 terrorists are gonna do what they did and take down the towers in 9/11 and all that. It doesn't happen. So the only way it does happen is if it's all planned by our government. And it's the same thing with that hit. There's no way the Palestinian terrorists were going to get through like that and do all that damage that they did without it being set up with the Israeli leaders.
But they were also told that they couldn't be working with Iran because the Iran leader was complimenting.
Sure, but where do you, of course they're complimenting it. They wanted that to happen because Iran also has nuclear weapons. They're shh about it, but they got it too. And there's a lot going on. You got the BRICS nations going on. The BRICS nations are all the nations that are getting away from the American dollar, from the oil dollar, from the paper dollar. They want to go with their new money. So that means the whole world currency is now going to be leaving the U.S. dollar. It's going to be really bad for us. Iran is also...
The U.S. dollar, what?
The U.S. dollar is going away. It's not going to be the dollar of choice on this earth. It's going to be going away. It's going to be the BRICS nations are getting together and they're going to be using their own dollars, their own money.
Nations.
China, Russia, the BRICS nations, BRICS, BRICS nations. So anyways.
Don't they already have some of their own currency?
They do, but they want it to be the world currency. They're going to make up a new currency that's going to be the world currency. Just like right now, the U.S. dollar is the world currency. You can go anywhere with the U.S. dollar and it will have value in any country, anywhere you go. You can use it, but you can't do vice versa. You can't bring us Canadian money. You can't bring us Israeli money. We're not going to use it. It's not worth
Did you know
anything.
the weird accident over here? There was like a weird accident around over here in this area.
Yeah, there's always accidents right here on this corner.
No, there was one over that way.
Yeah.
A little bit. There was like 3 police cars.
Yeah, so those assholes would have not have been able to get over there and jump that wall and go in by water and go in by land and air, and they wouldn't have
Those
been
are
able.
the ones with parachutes.
Correct. And then the other biggest question that
Paragliders.
the other biggest question they're not telling you the answer to, they're right now researching all those weapons. There's good people on the ground and there's bad people on the ground that are checking those weapons. So that's going to be the next lie you're going to hear. You're going to hear that they got them weapons from Iran. Bullshit. They got them weapons from us. We left $50 billion worth of weapons after we went in, murdered a bunch of people ourselves in Afghanistan. The American people did. We went in, our American military went into Afghanistan 12 years ago, and we killed innocent people. We were bombing buildings, just like they just got mad and calling them terrorists. They call them terrorists when they're from Palestine, but when they're Americans, they just call them military. They're full of shit. So anyways, another thing we just did is we sent billions of dollars over to Ukraine. So if we sent $100 billion to Ukraine so far over the last couple of years. So we don't, and weaponry and weapons. So we don't know if that's the weapons that are being used and the Palestinian people are using to do their damage or what, right? So then whose fault is it then?
Ours.
Back to us again. Ours.